sure the chat's up. Chat is up. Connecting to chat. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, your boy Unpunk, coming in crystal clear HD, and we have knives today because we are making dinner, breakfast, whatever you want to call it. It's breakfast time, but we're making dinner. But it doesn't matter. We're making breakfast at breakfast time for dinner. Hope you guys are having a great day. We got looking good on everything. Connected to chat. All right, so we're gonna start by washing our potato. So let me do that. Always got to give it a good scrub-a-lub-a-dub-dub. All right, got our potato scrub-a-lub-a-dub-dub. Now we're gonna peel off all of maybe. Oh, wrong way. There we go. We're gonna. I have a really shitty peeler, so don't mind me, guys. This is not the peeler I normally use. I don't think. Let's try a different one. This one, not it either. I guess that is the peeler I normally use. All right. Welcome in. Get some. How's your night been? Today been really good. Just finished off a zombie stream. We need dinner, so we're gonna rock out some din din. If you guys like this stream, by the way, I'd like to see more. Just let me know. This is kind of a meme, but if you guys want, I'll do it for you. Let me move my camera over a little bit so we're more centered. What we're working with. So we're making chorizo, or soy riso in this case, because my girl doesn't care for the meat that much. So the soy riso works for her, and it's what she's used to. So we're going to be doing that. Just peeling my potato. I'm not a professional, so if you guys are wondering, no, Unpunk is not a professional chef or cook or anything of the nature. I have the worst peeler in the history of peelers at my disposal. This is horrible. But we're going to get it going. I wish I could play music, but copyright, so, don't want to do that. All right, so almost done. And then we're going to dice this nice and small so that we can cook it up with the soy riso. All right. Now, cool. Potatoes peeled enough. Let me set that on the side and clean off my cutting board real quick. Be right back. Cutting board, clean, ready to go. Now we're going to get some dicing skills going on. Cut down the middle. Thin slices. Let's get a good angle for you guys so you guys can see the slices. All right. So we got one sliced up a little bit. Now let's get this one prepped up, ready to go. And then we'll get the dicing going on. Trying to get this as thin as possible so that these cook very evenly with the soy riso there. And get that cooking smooth. And then we'll add our eggs in. We're going to scramble up 5 eggs with half a portion of soy riso. I think that'll be a very good balance. I normally do between 4 and 6. So today I'm going to do 5. All right, let's get these choppity chops. Nice and small little pieces of potato. I will show you guys the final product in just a second as well, so you guys can all see. Ooh, chorizo with potatoes. Yeah, I think it's nice with potatoes. My girl actually was the one that turned me on to that. I didn't know about that before I started dating her. So that was really cool for her to show me her recipe. I used to just do it as what it was. Oh, funny story, if you guys are interested, since we're here just hanging tonight. I went ahead. I don't even need these. Chop. Oh no, my finger. Just kidding. I wouldn't get my finger. That'd be so silly of me. Very silly. All right. Stream froze. No, it should be fixed now. Should be good now. Try it again. Do the refresh. You won't be able to hear me if it's frozen, but. All right. So we got our potatoes diced up all small like. Rinse my hands. Always want to rinse/wash your hands in between ingredients. Cross-contamination, that's a joke because we're not in a restaurant. Black Death said he was going to go make some food, so he's going to come back to being in a live stream again. That's going to be cool. Stream should be coming back with you, the Fuzzy Weasel. Hopefully it's back for you, Fuzzy. All right. We have our Chorizo in the back here. And we're going to pop this guy right on into the pan. So let's get over here so you guys can see. Oh, that almost dropped right behind the thing. Okay, how am I going to do that? Does that go straight through? Yeah, that does. Let me look for something real quick. You guys are coming with me for this. Found it. Don't worry, guys. I found it. Found it. All right. We're going to set you guys down for a second here. All right, so you fit with the case. Nice. Let's turn our camera around so you guys can see what I'm working with. All right. Move this over and let's get the pan in center focus. That should be good. All right. So now that we're coming in, we're going to squeeze our chorizo and turn on our flame to a little bit under medium heat. Just want to get this going. Don't want to go too crazy. Just get our chorizo in there. It looks like turds, I know. Don't worry. I understand. This looks as bad as it can get, and it's amazing tasting. So, the worse it looks for you, the better it probably is. That's not true. Not true. Don't take that advice. Gonna try and get it all out, but who knows if I'll actually manage that. I'm wearing a brand new shirt, so I'm trying not to get this on it. So if I miss a little bit, I'm not too concerned. Alright, take our trash. Oh, Black Death's back. That was loud as hell, Black Death. I'm live, by the way. Yeah, I'm live on my phone. We're cooking. Cooking with Unpunk. It's funny because you think I'm joking at first, and then you're like, wow, he's not joking. This is a serious endeavor for him. Exactly what one? Who, what thought? You're a thought? Since when? Alright. So let's cut this up and get this going. Yeah, I changed it to chorizo. I'm still going to be making a form of a, well, not really a quesadilla because it's not cooked, but I'm going to still be making, it's going to go in a quesadilla, in a sense. It's not going to be heated like a quesadilla is, but it's going to be going in a tortilla. All right, so we're going to set that down. We're letting that cook a little bit. So while that's going, turn our attention over here, where we're going to get our eggs scrambling. So set that off on the side because we're not going to need that right now. Let's grab our lovely bowl and let's get, don't forget the tortillas. I got the tortillas in the fridge, don't you worry. Don't you worry. I always used to yell at my padre for putting the cracked eggs in the sink, and now I'm doing it myself. But I have good reason, and I will clean them up. I won't leave them in the sink for a week. That's not true. No one left them in the sink for a week, but he did leave them for like 3 days. That's 3. Let's get our 4th one going in. Oh, there's a little bit of egg yolk in there, so let me get that out. Or egg shell. Come on. Come on, eggshell. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm not wearing my gloves, but that's because this is my food. And I'm not serving this to anyone, so... Come here, eggshell. Jesus, I'm going to never get that. I got it, guys. Don't worry. All right, one more egg. We're almost out of eggs. I think I have another case in the fridge. I have enough for what I'm doing here, though. All right. Now it's time to get rid of our egg yolks. Wait, oh, egg shells. I can't speak. Egg shells are going in the trashy too. Make sure you de-salmonella yourself because that's very important. Always dry your hands properly. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah. All right, so we're going to turn back over here real quick. See how this is starting to cook up a little bit? Not much, but you can start to hear it and get a little sizzle. It's a little darker, so now it's time. We can add in our wonderful potatoes. Done with the cutting board and with the knife, so in the sink they go. And boom along a shing dong. Get this all incorporated together nice and even. A little more potatoes than I think I wanted to chorizo ratio, but that's okay. All right, so while that's cooking, we'll get back over here on our egg mixture and get this going. Let's aim me down a little bit. You gonna share? I mean, sure, yeah. If you want to hop on in here and come on over to Cali, feel free to hop on down. Now, add just a dash of pepper, because my girl doesn't like a lot. But just a little bit for flavoring. And then add the salt. Always use pristine pink Himalayan salt. It is prime time. I also use 4-color peppercorn for my pepper and whisk. I don't have an actual whisk. I do, but it's a crappy little one. It's like an automated one. So we're going to whisk by hand. Get this going. You guys can see it now on screen. Make sure it's even. How's your guys' nights going? Hopefully amazing. What about you, Black Death? What do you make to eat? In a sense, how do you not make grilled cheese in a sense? Like, what is there else to make? That's smart. That's swag, bro. That's a grilled panini. That's a cheese panini. That's like a mozzarella panini minus the mozzarella. And you know why we're here. Hello, who's joining us? Hello? Hey, Quashi, I'm live, just as a heads up. Okay, cool. We're cooking right now. It's cooking with Unpunk, so if you'd like to come check it out, you feel free, hop on in. We're going to have some classic lemonade. I'm going to add a little water because it's super sweet. I'm going to have a little of that to sip on while we're going here. Yes, sir. You hear the grill? I'm making soy riso right now. Cooking up some potatoes and getting them pork soft with the soy riso because my girl's not a big fan of the beef, so we do soy. Funny story, since everyone's here now, I used to think chorizo and eggs was called Teresa and eggs because my mom's name was Teresa. I don't like to share personal information much, but that's not really something you're going to get far with. My mom's name was Teresa, so I thought it was Teresa and eggs when it was chorizo, and I didn't know Spanish was even a thing back then when I was a little kitty boy. So, yeah, that's my story. So that's kind of cute, if you ask me. Oh, well, yeah. That doesn't make me feel better. I've never felt bad. Ever. Um, What's your time? It is 1:23 in the Pacific Standard Time AM. I am here in California. Also, these are the tortillas I will be using, the Mission brand tortillas. I think they're pretty nice. They're not good for you, and I'm just using the Stater Brothers generic cheese. So let's get back to the good stuff here. This is what you guys came to look at, the food. All right. Getting pretty cooked up. Now let's see how soft our potatoes are. It's going to be hot. They are not soft enough yet. So they're going to be another few minutes. Leave the heat at about medium. Run that through. We got everything else ready to go. We're going to get a few tortillas out. I'm going to get 3 out because, it's all about the presentation at the end, the final product. We're getting our 3 tortillas set up on a plate. We're going to heat them up over the stove in just a few minutes when we get those egg mixture going in. Always make sure to clean up after yourself, guys, if you're wondering. That's the best way to live life, is to clean up as you go. And drink lemonade at 2 o'clock in the morning. Another prime time tip. You guys are literally here to watch me cook. If you guys like this, I will legit do this more often. You just let me know. I could even make videos out of it, or maybe even make another channel that's dedicated to cooking, just for the fun of it. I appreciate everybody that came by. If there is a like button on this, which I assume there is, it'd be super cool if you could drop it. All right, so this is going to be cooked up enough. It's starting to steam a lot. So let's get our egg mixture in there. Start to get the eggs in there. Really kind of harden before I do much with it. You always want to let it kind of sit. Don't need to incorporate it right away. Let it start to get this kind of exterior on the side where it hardens up, but it's still liquidy. Then you can start incorporating it together. Make sure everything gets incorporated, but you also want to make sure it scrambles nice and you don't get too much flakiness to it. That's always the hard thing for me, is I always get a little too much flakiness when I'm doing it. Did you have a question, by the way, Kwachi, when you joined? I was just making sure I didn't ignore you. Oh, nothing's up. The next Gordon Ramsay, that is not the truth. Gordon Ramsay would probably make the living joke out of me for the ingredients I used first off, and second off for the way I'm doing it. It's probably all wrong. I didn't probably crack the eggs correctly. Like, he's probably like there's a certain half a tilt on your wrist that has to be turned to the left. Flour tortillas. Yeah, flour I think is my preference. I like the floury softness of it. I'm not a big fan of the corn tortillas, but corn tortillas are classic, and I understand a lot of people love it, so I will respect them. As this starts to cook up on the bottom, you want to dice it up a little bit. Make sure you're kind of flipping it over so you're getting an even cook on everything. You don't really want it all cooked up together too densely. You want it as separated as possible, so when you mix it in, it gives you a really good, even flavor. Because if you got too much egg in one spot, it's going to be like gross. If you got not enough egg, it's going to be like gross. Because potatoes and chorizo is not as good without the egg. And we already added our seasoning directly to the mix, so we're doing pretty great. My ear just went deaf. Why? There we go. That's better. My headphones are a little wonky sometimes. All right, not too bad. About 15 minutes in, and we're already almost done with the meal. So since that's going, we're going to go ahead and do this. Let's get our camera angled up a little bit so you guys can see what we're doing over here as well. Actually, let's just bring you around. Bring you around here. We'll look down a little bit. Chorizo's still going over there. Let's get the flame up. Get this all positioned. Front flame. Nice low flame. And you pop 2 of these bad boys together. This is the optimal technique, by the way, if you guys are wondering. You let it sit for about 7 to 10 seconds on each side, and you flip it multiple times. So you start to wait till it gets a little warm, almost can get a little bit of a brown bubbliness to it. You can be stirring your other mixture at the same time and turning that to a low now that it is about finished. So we're going to flip, boom. After you're done flipping, you flip the tortilla like that so you have the coldest side facing up and ready to flip. So our chorizo here is ready to go, making a mess, don't mind me. And then we're going to come over here and flip. Boom, done, almost done. Another 2 flips and we should be good to go on those ones. Then we'll get our last ones. Then we are off to assemble these beauties. All right, now you see that little bit of texture on it. That's what you're looking for. You want to get that on all 4 sides of the tortilla. Not too much on the sides you plan to use on the inside, just on the outside. All right, so we're starting to get a little bit on that one. One more on this side and then one on the other, and we will be all set to go. Less than 30-minute dinner, breakfast, lunch. You can have this any time of day, whatever you want, whenever you want. So that tortilla is done. So now we can put this one on the rotate. Once that one's done and we flip, then we take that top one off. See, there we go. Now we got 2 tortillas ready to assemble. Now when I place them on the plate, I place them like this. So that way I can layer 3 tortillas, and then I will show you the rest of the process in just a second. Let's get this flame turned up just a slight bit to toast this one a little faster, save us a little bit of time. Not too high. The flame is still not even at medium, because above medium, you're really going to have a bad time with burnt tortillas. I know that's not how you say them, but that's how I say them, so get over it. All right, let's make sure this isn't getting too burnt on the bottom. Nope, it's looking really great. So now we flip. Boom. Let's take this directly off the heat back there so that it's not touching the heat. This is about to be done, so we can turn this off. And boom, now we got 3 tortillas ready to go. Let's bring them on over and let's get ourselves set up to do the last steps of this here. So this is the assemble stage. So make sure we're in position. So we're just going to pull this one over here. We're going to get this first. Now you always, if you're going to put cheese in them, you always start with cheese. You want to do a little layer right on the bottom and make sure you get it evenly across as much as you'd like, but also keep a little room because I'm going to show you guys the secret folding technique in just a second. Then we're going to go over here, pull our product a little closer and get that nice and layered in. We don't need to go too heavy, just enough to cover and coat. I mean, to each their own on how big of a size you want. But boom, now watch. This is the secret right here. You grab the sides and you tuck in. Then you fold up and engulf the product while the whole sides are still tucked, and then you roll. You got a nice little burrito-like mixture that's pretty well tucked. I could do better, so we'll try better on this next one here. All right, we get our cheese, layer it across. Get a little bit more because your boy Punk liked cheese. He liked the cheese. He liked that good cheese. I'm very cheesy. Ha 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 ha. God, that was funny. Man, you are the cheesiest cheese joker in the world. What's is your middle name Pepperjack? Because you really add a little spice to my life. Just kidding. That was a joke. I mean, hey, I don't think there's salted cheese, and if there was, it'd probably be named Gavin. You want... This is Salt's. We should just call this Salt's Kitchen. We just have to get Gavin in Salt's Kitchen, and we get Gavin, and we're good to go. All right, so we're going to show you again one more time. You tuck the sides, get enough in so where it holds itself. Then you start the fold technique. You want to get a nice tight fold, and then there you go. Now that is your finished product. Now we're going to take ourselves out of the stand real quick. Hold on. Get ourselves ready to go, and let's get ourselves put over here. Flip the camera so you guys can see the taste test reveal. Boom, move that out of the way. We are ready. Always hold it with one hand like a man. That's a joke because gender's irrelevant. It's 2021. And, if you let them sit for a few minutes, you're going to get this nice melted cheese inside. I don't have it now, but absolutely fantastic. Top tier Quick, easy meal. Took me 21 minutes to do that. Absolutely fantastic. Flavors just right. A little more chorizo or chorizo would have been preferred, but that's delectable. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird little random cooking with Unpunk stream. If you guys did, please drop a like if you haven't already. If you guys want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see how many people subscribed and like this. And if it does good, we'll do more. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night because Unpunk is going to go eat his delicious 2 a.m. dinner. And we'll see you guys later.